Hey guys, it's Abdullah again, and I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing for the brand new Nokia 5.3, which I literally just got. So the first thing you'll notice is this is the new Nokia box. It's white with the device on top. Unfortunately, it's not matching the color of the device on the inside, as this is a black unit, as you'll see. So box design is quite simple, with the specs all clearly laid out on the back. So this one has a 6.55-inch HD Plus display with a Snapdragon 665 processor, 4 cameras, 13 megapixel and a 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro lens and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and advanced imaging AI and a 4000 milliamp battery. So let's get straight into the inside of the box. So immediately you'll get the phone, and then you have very generic headphones, power outlet, and USB-C, I believe. Yeah, USB-C cable. And then this is the phone with the SIM slot. So quickly open the phone. So I'm actually quite impressed with the color of this. It's not exactly black. There's a very nice matte finish on top of the black, and it has sort of grayish edges. So it's a very subtle gradient. So this is the 4-camera layout, and the phone feels like it's made out of glass, but I don't think it is. It feels like plastic with a layer on top. And the edges as well feel like metal. Comes with this weird screen protector, keeps getting better, 2 years of Android upgrades, AI powered camera, 6.55-inch display, 2-day battery life. Let's remove that. Oh yeah. And power it on. So it has an LCD display, water notch drop with the front camera, and the speaker is right on top of it. A small bezel on the bottom with the Nokia logo centered. Love me some Nokia ringtone. Though I wish it was black like the latest Nokias before HMD got involved. So I've set it up now with my account, but I didn't download any of my apps. And the first impression about using the phone is that speed-wise, it's actually quite snappy. It doesn't feel slow, which is something nice and something you expect out of an Android One smartphone. Of course, once I've downloaded everything and set up everything, things might change, but as a first impression, it's not a bad one. Opening apps as well is quite speedy, so speed is definitely not an issue with this phone, even though it's a budget smartphone. When it comes to the screen, it's okay. I mean, for this price range, I can't really fault it much. The resolution isn't very high compared to the size, because it's only an HD Plus display and it's a 6.55-inch display. So I would say it's acceptable again for the price range, although it's absolutely nothing special. It's an LCD display. And the build quality is actually quite nice. So this is probably the best thing about this budget smartphone that I can notice, is that the build quality is actually really good for what you're paying. So this feels like metal, even though it's not. This feels like glass, even though it's not. And it's nice. It has a hefty feel for it. It doesn't feel very cheap, let's say, compared to a budget phones from Samsung or Huawei, which feel very light, this actually has some substance to it. So it makes it feel a bit more expensive than it actually is. But the moment you open the display, you understand that this is definitely not a high-end phone. I'm yet to test the camera. As you can see, this is literally the first time I open it. It's nice that it has all these different lenses for different things. But I've yet to see about the quality. To be honest, I don't have very high expectations of this, but it seems to have good enough settings. So first impressions for this phone, I would say, are quite positive. The things that you'd care about when you get a phone in this price range is build quality and speed. Then this phone looks like, from the first impressions, going to be for you. Anyways, that's it from me regarding the 5.3 unboxing. Hope you've enjoyed it, and you can expect a full review from me soon. Thank you very much for watching.